Hello, beautiful manifestors. This is Olivia Grace, and I'm back with another video for you guys. And we're going to be talking quickly about persistence while I do my makeup really quick. Yeah. I saw a really good question in the comments about what is the difference between persistence and obsession. It's a really good question. So we'll talk about that and persisting in general, persisting when it's hard. All of this stuff we're going to hit on today. Before I do get started, I am Olivia Grace. This is the Master Manifestors channel. Here I talk about manifestation, law of assumption, all that good stuff. So if you're interested, you should subscribe, like the video, comment, share, all that good stuff. I do have coaching available. I have 1 month and 3 month packages. I do have some one sessions still available, like one-off sessions if you guys want to schedule those. It's in the description. The money masterclass is starting in maybe like a week and a half. So if you want to join, you should email me so I can get you the info and you can get signed up, okay? Other than that, let me say hey really quick. I'm not going to be so active in the chat this time, you guys, because I'm getting ready to go out to dinner with some friends, and you know, y'all know me, I'm running behind. So sort of, I mean, I'm kind of on time and I want to keep it like that. Hi, Tanya. Hey, Maya. Hi, Nick. Hi, Brown Bunny. Hi, Jess. Hi, Lyric. Hi, Remedy. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Inez. Hi, Sierra. Hi, Aslan. What a cool name. Hi, Em. Hi, Bora. Hi, Yashin. Hi, Nefertiti. Okay. Hi, Antonia. I think I said everybody. Thank you, Jess. You're such a sweetie pie. Hey, Abundant One. Hey, Free Your Mind. All right, guys. Let's get started, okay? All right. How do we persist when it's hard, right? Here's the thing, you guys. I want to say this because I really think that a lot of people have the game kind of fucked up because of YouTube, right? So they think because these people are saying, oh, manifestation only takes 3 days. Oh, manifestation is instant. Oh, all this stuff, right? They think because of that they don't have to persist, right? And I really want to just say this here, y'all. I'm not saying that manifestation is not instant. I'm not saying that manifestation has to take you time. But here is the point of the video, okay? If you want to know. If you want what you want, you have to focus. And that's period, point blank, end of story, y'all. If you want what you want, you have to focus. At some point, right, in some way, if you really, really want something, especially if you really need something, whatever your current experience is unpleasant. Whatever your current experience is something you don't want. It's hard. You don't like it, okay? So if that's the case, then persist. So this is the thing, you guys. Manifestation is easy and simple, but let it become that for you if it's not already. Okay? If it's not easy, if you're feeling like it's difficult, if you're feeling like I'm struggling, keep persisting. Keep your mind steady. That's all you have to do, guys. You're keeping your mind on an idea, okay? Like when I was manifesting the trip to go to Hawaii, you guys, there was a lot of things that was seeming like that's just not going to happen for me, right? There was a lot of things that was seeming like it was going to happen. And I told you guys I was coaching. I had my own coach at the time that I was manifesting that, right? And I felt like literally, you guys, I had a moment where I was like, I'm about to message them and tell them, like, what do I do, right? Let me side note really quick because my coaches, they don't even allow questions. They're like, there are no questions in the end, right? But I felt myself like, damn, I need to tell them, like, it don't look like this gonna happen. It doesn't look like it's about to happen. I don't see a way that it can happen. And it seems like it's not finna happen, right? And I was wanting to say that to them. And immediately I thought of Abdullah and Neville, right? When Neville went up to Abdullah and said, look, you know, I don't see a way. Nothing's moving in my 3D. Nothing's happening. Like, how am I going to get there? And Abdullah told him, look, if you want it, then you already have it. If you wanted to go, then you went. What are you talking about going somewhere? You already went there, right? And you flew first class. You enjoyed it. You loved it, right? And I had to Abdullah myself in the moment. okay? I had to let myself know it doesn't matter what it looks like. Mods, y'all are killing it, by the way. Y'all are amazing. I can't even read the comment before they timed out. You guys are just the best. But it doesn't matter what it's looking like, guys. Period. Like, it simply doesn't matter. You know what? Here's the thing. Here's the gosh darn truth, right? It can matter. You can decide that it matters. You can decide that because of this and because of that, I'm not going to get what I want. And guess who decided that? Okay? Guess who decided that? You did. Guess who gave up on yourself? You did. Guess who used the law against themselves? You did. Okay? So continuously deciding, persisting. It's a must, y'all. It is manifesting. And this is why I say, I'm sorry, reading Inez's comment, but this is why I say that it doesn't matter, you guys. It doesn't matter what's going on. Okay, the circumstance doesn't matter. What matters is I'm sorry, you guys. I'm like reading y'all's comments. Y'all cracking me up in there. But it doesn't matter what it is. It matters what you're gonna focus on, period. That's it. Okay? I feel like a lot of times people sometimes my clients will ask me, like, do you actually even have problems though? Do you ever like feel discouraged? Do you ever think like, oh, maybe it's not gonna happen? Sometimes I do, you guys. And I used to a lot more before I got myself in check. Because listen, y'all, I be listening to my videos the same way y'all do. And be like, damn, you right, self. You right, self, right? So, but this is the thing. If you want it, persist. If you want it, stop telling the old story. If you want it, stop arguing for your limitations. And this is the thing, you guys. It doesn't benefit me, right? To tell, it doesn't make a difference to me whether you do it or you don't. It really don't make a difference to nobody except you. So you might as well tell the story in your favor. Okay? Tell the story in your favor no matter what, right? No matter what. That's it. Okay? That's the thing. It's not that people are not getting discouraged. It's not that persisting is always easy, y'all. And that's the part that people don't want to tell you because they just want to say stuff that you want to hear, to be honest, right? Oh no, everything's easy and simple. And if it's not easy and simple, you're doing it wrong. That's not necessarily true, y'all. That's not necessarily true. The thing that I be trying to get y'all to understand is that your experience and you being able to manifest things, you actually bringing things into your reality is what beefs up your understanding and your ability and to skillfully manifest. The reason why I don't give a fuck about what's going on in 3D is because I've learned time after time after time after time of my experience that it doesn't matter, y'all. It doesn't matter. Like people are so, oh, but listen to my experience. Oh, but here's the circumstance. Oh, Olivia, let me type you a long ass thing about how everything's going horrible and wrong. Okay, but you're using your powerful energy and attention to put it on some bullshit. And so when you manifest bullshit as a byproduct of that, don't blame me, don't blame Neville, don't blame the law, don't blame manifestation, okay? It's not about that. You have the opportunity right now. This is the thing, y'all. You have the game right now. You know the whole game right now. And it really, truly, guys, it's discipline, okay? It's discipline. It's deciding I'm going to choose my thoughts. Hear me, y'all. Take out the Tootsie Roll out your ear and really hear me when I say this, okay? It's about you deciding to choose your thought instead of letting your thoughts choose you. It's you deciding that I'm choosing my life instead of life choosing for me or whoever the fuck else choosing for me, okay? It's discipline. Y'all think that people that's in the Olympics feel like training for 8, 10, 12, however many hours a day? No. They probably don't. They probably wake up sometimes sore. They probably wish they could, instead of focusing on training for the Olympics, that they could go hang out and drink margaritas with their friends and smoke blunts and stuff. But they're dedicated to what they're doing. They're dedicated. Okay? So if they're knowing, you know what? This is what I want. You know what? And guess what? They don't say, oh, wow, well, I tried this before and it didn't work. I don't give a fuck. Okay? I don't care. Try again. Keep doing it. Try and try and try again. There was a time, you guys, when I was manifesting, I was manifesting to regulate my period. And I'll save y'all the, details. But I was on like maybe month 1 or 2, and I was so frustrated because I really was doing my affirmations. I was doing what I was supposed to do, and it appeared like it just wasn't working. And I remember talking to my best friend and telling her, like, girl, I was crying, actually. I was so upset. I was like, girl, it's not working. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, this and this and that. This is back when I didn't have no money to go to the doctor. I'm not going to the doctor anyways because they're going to put you on some, birth control that's going to fuck you up. But she said to me while I was crying in the parking lot, like, this is not working. It's not working. She's like, well, if all the stuff that you talk about is true, you have to be willing. You have to be willing to see that, to see the opposite, and continue to decide in your favor. Okay? I'm not telling you guys that you can't have emotions, y'all. I'm not telling you guys that you can't feel. I'm not telling you guys that you can't be discouraged. Okay? That's not realistic. Realistic. But that's not what I'm asking. All I'm asking is that you direct your attention. And for a lot of you guys that, have trouble with your emotions and staying focused and stuff, that's where robotic affirming comes in for you. Okay? Summer. But this is where robotic affirming comes in for you. Okay? Because can you talk? Can you speak? Can you listen? Can you hear? Can you read? That's all you got to do. Okay? That's all you got to do. I want to say this too, and then I'm going to talk about persistence versus obsession before I go. But something that I noticed is when I have a lot of resistance to something, right? The more that I persist, it's almost, you know what it feels like to me, y'all? It's almost like, I don't know why I always think of it like this, but think about like turbulence, right? Like when you're taking off or when you're landing in the plane, right? And it gets shaky and it looks dangerous and it's like, oh shit. But then you land and you're good and you're safe, right? That shaky turbulence is what I feel like the resistance is. It's not because you're not getting what you want, it's because you are. When you're feeling turbulence because you're landing or taking off, it's not because you're not getting what you want, it's because you are. Just because it's feeling a little shaky and looking a little shaky don't mean that you're about to die, okay? But if you were a person that was like, oh my God, the plane is shaking, stop it, get me off. Well, then you're never gonna get to where you're going, okay? So that's the way that I see it. What I realized, you guys, was me persisting, me continuously deciding my new decision, my new reality, choosing my new reality. And if I'm feeling like, oh my God, because y'all, I'm like, I be for real with y'all. Sometimes I think, damn, this doesn't seem like it's going to happen. Damn, I don't see how this could happen. Damn, looks like I'm not going to get what I want, right? But I'm knowing, number one, which again, open your ears, y'all, open your ears. All realities exist. All realities exist. It's not all realities exist except the one where you get what you want. No, that's just what you're conscious of. So it seems like that, okay? But all realities exist. So if that's true, the reality where I get what I want exists, period. That is enough for me. That's all I need to know. I don't need a sign. I don't need a BBL. I don't need nobody to tell me shit. I don't need nobody to confirm it to me. I don't need no 11:11 on the motherfucking clock. I know that it exists. It's available to me. And I know that the way that I get to there, the way that I get to experience that is by me continuously choosing that with my mind, period. That's it. Okay? That's it. So I'm going to continue to choose with my mind. And when I'm feeling the resistance, when my brain is like speaking in opposition, when my brain is thinking in opposition, right? I'm knowing that, yeah, that's remnants of the old story. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been thinking. Yeah, that's what I was thinking before I made this new decision. It has no bearings on what I'm deciding now. When I'm feeling like, oh my God, it's impossible, I'm recognizing, oh, I'm in turbulence. This is not the time for me to say, hey, pilot, stop the plane. It's the time for me to sit and chill and do some deep breathing. You know what I'm saying? And keep trusting, keep knowing, keep deciding, keep affirming, keep doing whatever you got to do to persist. Because let me tell y'all this, y'all. Just like I said, you got to choose your hard. Oh, it's hard. It's hard to persist. It's also hard not having what you want. It's hard going another year without what you want. It's hard feeling like a failure all the time. Which hard do you want? Okay? And the thing is, you guys, the more that you do it, the less hard it gets. But a lot of you guys are on your day 2 of manifesting, looking at people who have been manifesting for 20 and 10 years and saying, why doesn't it work as easily as it works for them? Because they have faith. More than faith. They have knowledge. They know. This is why. Like, people ask me, well, what about signs, Olivia? What about this? Oh, what is that? I don't care. I don't care. Dude, if I wake up and the sun is shining, that's a sign to me. I'm deciding that that's a sign. If I wake up and it's raining, that's also a sign for me. If everybody's being nice to me, that's a sign. It's working out. If everybody being mean to me, that's a sign. It's working out. I'm never deterring from my decision, okay? I'm never changing my mind on my decision. Okay? So, persistence versus obsession. Great question to whoever asked this. Persisting is knowing, right? Persisting is knowing that as I'm doing this, it will happen. I love you, Jess. I see you, babe. It will happen. Obsession actually comes from the exact opposite. Powerlessness. Oh my God, I want. It comes from powerlessness. It comes from, honestly, instability in your mind. Persistence comes from knowing. It's not a hope. You're not hoping. You're not wishing, right? You're knowing. It's mine. It's already yours. You already have every single thing that you could ever need in the 3D, in the whatever, 4D, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You already have everything you need to receive what you want. What is determining that you get it is your persistence, is your continuous decision that this is mine now. Realize how I didn't say it could be mine, maybe it should be mine, how come it's not mine, what do I got to do to make it be mine, where do I make it, how do I do this, oh, this, that, oh, circumstance, well, this circumstance says it can't be mine. No, none of that is relevant. The only thing that's relevant is you persisting in the decision that it already happened and how wonderful it is. How wonderful it is that you got exactly what you wanted. That's it. Okay? So the energy behind persistence and obsession. Obsession is like, I can't think about nothing else. I can't be happy. I'm spending all my mental time, an unhealthy amount of time and energy on this thing. And to be honest, you guys, you could spend a lot of time in persisting as well, but it's the energy behind it, okay? Obsession is always coming from lack, from disbelief, from this probably is not going to happen. I need it. I need it, need it, need it. Persisting is coming from empowerment. That's actually what my shirt says today. It says empowerment. And it says the 3 graces on it, which is my last name. But yeah. So, that's really what I wanted to say, you guys. Because I hear this so much, guys. I hear it so much. It's difficult. It's hard. Yeah, all right. So is life as a muggle. What are we choosing? What are we deciding? And the thing is, you guys, it's hard because you're not really persisting. You're wavering. That's why you're drained. That's why you're burnt out, because you're going in between. It's hard. No, I have it. No, it's hard. No, it can't happen. No, oh my God, it's hard. And it's cool, right? It's fine. You can do that. This is the thing, y'all. I did that for so many years. This is what I keep telling y'all is I did all this. I made all these mistakes that I be telling y'all not to do. Now you could do it. You could waste your time like I did, but you don't have to. Okay? It doesn't matter. how hard it is. Continue to persist if you want it, if it means that much, you guys. So here's the formula. Assume you have it. Persist in having it. Period. That's it. Assume you have it. Persist you have it. Persist in having it. Persist in the knowledge. Persist in the idea, right? A lot of people get discouraged because they're like, I don't feel anything, right? I'm not feeling in line. I'm not feeling a shift because you're not giving yourself a chance, y'all. When I first wanted to go to Hawaii, I wasn't feeling like, oh yeah, I'm in Hawaii, right? Like I said, it seemed like something impossible. When it came to this channel, when it came to my business, when it came to money, when it came to pretty much everything, at one point it felt impossible. But this is what the persistence actually is doing, you guys. It's giving you the chance to catch up to that. It's giving you the chance to become the version that has it, right? To become the one that can fathom of it. But you become that version by persisting. So if you're like, oh, well, I can't see myself having it, so I must just never gonna have it. No, keep persisting. This is what affirming is for. This is what your sat scene is for. This is what visualization is for. Okay? Nothing is hindering you except yourself, y'all. Nothing is hindering you except for the idea that something is hindering you. Nothing is making this unavailable to you other than you deciding that it's unavailable to you just because it hasn't happened. And it hasn't happened because that's what you're aware of. That's it. Like, y'all, I really spend so much time like, oh, what hasn't happened? Why this? What do I gotta do? Oh, what technique do I need? What coach do I need? What book do I need? What verse do I need? What quote? Ooh, just this thing that'll shift me. Something out here. No, just keep telling the story. Keep talking about how wonderful it is. How wonderful it is now that you got what you want. How wonderful is it now that you got exactly what you want? You love it. It's amazing. It happens so easy. You're so lucky. In all your ways, contemplate the happy ending, the solution, the benediction. In all your ways. And here's the thing, you guys. If you want to coach yourself, ask yourself and be dead ass for real with yourself, right? How often am I living and thinking and assuming from the end? How often? Not just saying things, which surprisingly, some people ain't even doing that. Like, some people aren't even directing their words, right? But how often are you actually in the end? How often are you actually telling the story, right? Lately, I've been rampaging with my clients, right? And I'll rampage and then they rampage. And you can see that they haven't really done that before. They're not really sure about the new story, right? Wait, what am I feeling? What does it look like? What is it like? Oh, you're not even in the end, right? You're basically in Puerto Rico wondering why they're not speaking German, because you're in Puerto Rico. That's why. You're not in Barbados, you're in New York, right? That's why. Oh, well, where's the beaches? I know I'm in New York. Where are the beaches? Well, you're in New York, so there are no beaches. You feel me? Like, okay. Continuously decide. And guess what, y'all? How long should I persist? Oh, well, let me think about it. Until it's done. That's always the answer. Okay? Till it's done. There's no time limit on persisting, guys. Now, what I will say is if you're not feeling an internal shift and you've been doing it for months and months and months and you still feel the same, let me say this again. If you have been consistently every single day telling yourself a new story, living in the end, affirming, doing all this stuff, and you feel nowhere near closer to what you're wanting, then it's time to kind of like, okay, let me kind of look at what maybe I'm doing, right? Let me revisit my approach, my beliefs, my assumptions. Maybe I have some background beliefs that are kind of opposing this. That's the time. Other than that, and honestly, even then, persist. Some people have resistance, right? I know, and you know, a lot of people say resistance doesn't exist. Okay. If a person has grown up and never been loved in their life ever, and they're manifesting being with the love of their life, their soulmate, they may have some resistance to that idea, and that's okay. All right? It's okay. But if that person who's never been loved in their life is looking at Sally Sue, that's had a boyfriend since freaking 5, and has had men doting on her and wondering why it manifested for her in 3 days and not me, and it must be something wrong with the law, and obviously it can't happen for me. Well, you see what I'm saying? This is why I like to touch on these things that people keep, because they're confusing y'all. All right? They're confusing you. You're looking at her and say, well, it manifested for her in 3 days. Okay. Would you like to be with the love of your life? Then persist. Okay? Persist. It doesn't matter. Is it impossible for someone who's never been loved to manifest love in their life? No, it's not. It's very possible, but it may take some persistence. If I decided I wanted to be an Olympic swimmer and I'm on freaking day 2 and I'm like, oh, I'm nowhere near Michael Phelps, I should just stop training. That's how y'all sound. And guess what? Cool. If it doesn't mean that much, if I was just like, whatever, swimming was just something I was thinking about doing, but it's too hard for me, so I don't want to do it. All right, cool. But if swimming is my passion, okay? If swimming is what I want, if swimming lights me up, if it's the desire on my heart, then I should keep going no matter what. I shouldn't say, wow, well, Michael Phelps took 2 years to get good at swimming and I'm on my 2nd year and it's not working. It doesn't fucking matter. If it matters to you, you guys, be persistent. Okay? Be persistent. I was watching Mama K's TikTok and she had an audio on there that I loved. And he was talking about you have to be dedicated and consistent. And he said you have to be consistently dedicated and dedicated to be consistent. That's it, y'all. That's it. When somebody is on my 600-pound life and they're trying to get their life together, guess what? It's hard. These people can't barely get out the bed. And now they have to exercise and walk and change their diet and do all this stuff. It's hard. It's not easy to walk when you're 600 pounds. It's not easy to eat salads and stuff when you used to eating, Big Macs all day. But guess what? It's also hard not being able to get out of bed. It's hard having to be sponge bath because you can't get in the shower. Okay? It's hard feeling like you can't ever, date somebody. Well, they always be married or some shit, but you know what I mean, right? It's hard. So which one are you choosing? And it's like I was saying before, you guys, the more that you consistently persist, you will manifest things. You will get what you want, and then you won't have to persist as much. Okay? This is where those people that talk about that are coming from, because they've gotten to the point to where they're manifesting instantly, to where they pay no mind to 3D, to where they don't care about what it looks like or what it doesn't. They've gotten so disciplined and sure and confident in their skill that they don't have to persist. But it took them to get there. It took them time to get there. Okay? That's the part that they're not going to tell you, right? That's the part they're not going to tell you. I was sharing with one of my clients, if some of y'all know the song From Time with Jhené Aiko and Drake, and there was a recording of her singing that song. It was in 2002, okay? 2002. That song did not come out till I won't say I was in like high school or college, okay? It didn't come out till like 2011, 2012 or something like that. That's 10 years, y'all. And I'm not at all saying that it takes 10 years. I'm not saying it takes 1 year. I'm not saying what time it takes. What I'm saying is Jhené Aiko had a vision for herself and she kept following that until she hit it. Jhené Aiko is not sitting there in her mansion right now with her awards and her everything like, oh, it should have worked out in 2002. I can't believe it took me this long. No. This is what I be telling y'all. When you actually get what you want and you're living the life of your dreams, you're not going to be mad. So consistently continue to do that. Continue to assume. Continue to persist. Okay? Until when? Till when? Till it's done. And not a moment sooner. Okay? So I'm intending that this you. I'm intending that it prospers you. I'm absolutely sure that it will. If you guys would like to join the money group coaching next next month, email me. If you would like to do group or, one-on-one packages or one-on-one, it's in the description, okay? Other than that, you need to be dedicated to being consistent and consistently dedicated, period. And you will have what you want. You already do. Okay? Sending you love, and I'll see you guys in a video.